Hey, everybody. I just wanted to quickly walk you through the process of uploading your assignments, the reading-based assignments that you'll be getting throughout the term, and the Turnitin process, and also how to retrieve your submission comments. So let's do it. I'm in the student view right now because I'm telling you this because I'm going to, in a few minutes, switch to the instructor view to walk you through all of this. But this is the student view, so this is what you see. So let's go to modules and imagine, obviously, if you've gotten to this video, you've already viewed this message and this message. Um, let's go to the second module. So you got to view this first. And then once you do that, you can either go to the assignments or go back to modules, which is what I'm going to do. Then it says viewed and these will open. So after you do the interactive video and you're ready to do and sort of submit your assignment, here's what happens. You click on it. Don't forget to look at the assignment instructions page, which is going to tell you what's happening here, right? Answers need to be thoughtful, well-developed, complete sentences, grammar and spelling matters. You must adhere to the word count or you'll lose points for going under or over. Label each question set and number the questions accordingly. Don't include the questions themselves, just the answers. And then the Turnitin stipulations, right? The Turnitin is the originality detector. Then we have to use it. It's a necessary evil. So your match number can't exceed 20%. And if you submit and get a report that exceeds 20%, you can look at the details of the report, edit your work, and resubmit before the deadline, and so on. So let's go back to that assignment those instructions are in every assignment. So let's imagine you're ready to submit. You're going to click Start Assignment, choose File. I'm going to choose a file that I intentionally copied and pasted from the internet to show you what happens. It's called Turnitin sample. Open. Click this agree box and then submit. You'll get your confetti and then here's one way you can look at what's going on with Turnitin. Go to submission details and you see this little clock? That means it's still working. So you need to give it a little time so that your uploaded work can be run through Turnitin's database. So you could like refresh. Oh, there, now it's ready. So see this flag? That means it's matching with 100% of something else. So usually I don't get these, right? But you don't want this flag to be over 20%. So the way you can figure out what's going on is click on that flag, agree. It'll highlight everything that is taken word for word from another source. And then over here, if you click that, you can see the nature of the source. So what this means is simply if your number comes up higher than 20%, you need to go through this process we just went through, see what's happening, and you can resubmit. So it's not the end of the world if you're coming up too high, if you're coming up at 25% or 30%. It's not the end of the world, but this is how you figure out what's wrong so that you know what you need to change. So then you edit your assignment, rephrase, fix what's going on, and then resubmit, right? And no harm, no foul. But you have to resubmit you have up until the deadline to resubmit. You can't just do this at any time in the semester or past the deadline. So this is another reason why you want to submit your work. Don't do it at the very last minute at 11:59 p.m. on Sundays, right? Get it in a little early so you don't mess up because if you have if your similarity score is over 20%, come Monday morning when I start looking at these, I have to give you a zero for it. So just keep this in mind. Okay, now I'm going to show you something about the how to retrieve your submission comments, which are really important because I leave them on every assignment. And if something's going wrong, if you get or I'm correcting you on something, that's how you're gonna find out. So you don't want, even if you get a full perfect score on your assignments, like a 10, and you see your score, still read the submission comments because I might have just given you a 10 and said, but next time you really gotta, I don't know, you gotta make sure to number every answer. And you didn't do that this time. So always read your submission comments. So right now I'm gonna leave student view. So this is my view. This is the instructor view. So what I'm showing you here is like what I'm gonna get. I'll know that you've submitted something, and I'll look here in the column, and I'll be like, whoa, I see that red flag. I know there's a problem. So I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna see that if it's before the deadline, I'm gonna give you a zero, and I'm gonna say something like, uh-oh, turn it in. Oops, I know that number is too high. Please resubmit before deadline, or something like this, right? Okay. Now, what I'm going to do at this point is go back to the student view. I hope everybody's following this. I just wanted you to be fully in on what happens. So I'm still in the instructor view. I'm going to go back to the student view to show you how to retrieve the comment that I just left. Okay, so one way you can retrieve it is you can go to grades. See, you've got one. You got a 0 out of 10, and there is a submission comment. By the way, this is another way that you can find out what's going on with your Turnitin number. You can go to grades and look for the little flag here. But back to the submission comments. Click on grades. Here's your grade. You've got a submission comment. Click on it, and that's how you retrieve it. Yet another way you can retrieve those submission comments is go to the assignment itself. And that was 1B that we just did. And go back to submission details. The comment will be there, and then, we already went over this. Okay, everybody, hopefully this was clear enough. You've got multiple ways to check your Turnitin number, and you've got multiple ways to retrieve your submission comments. Both of these are super important on these assignments. And that's it. But of course, let me know if you have any questions. Just message me through the Canvas inbox. Okay, bye, everybody.